We've learned a lot over the past 10 years or so on how to build a remote team in a remote company.
The things we look at are just, are people doing great work? Are they great people? And then we can't really care about what time zone they're in or what town they're in or even what country they're in. If you look at the employee list of 37 Signals, we're spread out all over the place. Why? Is that just because we enjoy having somebody in Idaho or Germany or the UK? No, that's where we found the best people.
It is nice, of course, always to be with people from time to time, and that's valuable still. But you don't have to make that a requirement, I think, to get great stuff done.
A lot of people just get a lot more done when they are not sitting in a loud office, when they can work on their own time, on their own schedule, and just collaborate in moderation.
I like that I get to work in a city like this while working with a great group of people from all over the world.
I don't have to live in a big tech hub to have a great tech job. I work out of a co-working space that I co-founded called Co-work Buffalo. There's people around that kind of know what's going on, and if I have a question, I can be like, hey, like, what do you think about this idea? Or I can whiteboard out an idea really quickly.
I work at home. I work in my home office. I can completely control my environment, and it's where I'm comfortable.
I'll just roll out of bed and wash my face and make a pot of coffee and open my computer and start working. I don't have to spend a lot of time ironing my clothes and putting on makeup and doing my hair and commuting to the office and stuff like that. I just roll over and start working.
I'll start at home and then just kind of, I'll feel like I need a break, so I'll get on my bike and hop downtown and go to a coffee shop. It's a nice change of pace to get out of the house.
Maybe I'll relocate to a coffee shop in the afternoon. Sometimes I work with Marissa just to kind of get the feel of, you know, the hustle and bustle and the energy of people working around me.
Working remotely has kind of changed my life. For me, it's nice that I can work hours that really suit me. I'm totally a morning person and not an evening person. It's nice to have the flexibility to be able to really live your life.
I don't have to waste time commuting. I don't have to drive anywhere. When I'm ready to work, I can work instantly. When I'm done, I can just walk away. If I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm cold, I put on a sweater. I don't ever have to worry about something that's out of my control being a distraction.
If you work remotely, you can jump out in the backyard for a little bit and do something, or you can go to the grocery store at 1 if you have to, whatever it is. And I think all that kind of stuff contributes to a much higher quality of life overall than feeling like you have to be sitting at this chair, at this desk, at this place all day long, which really compresses the rest of your life into really small chunks.
The lifestyle compatibility that you can have with remote work is really great. If you like living in a city, you can live in a city. If you like living out on the countryside, you can do that. It's really compatible with looking at your whole life and saying, these are the things I want to do besides just work.
I like to be outside. We have a good-sized backyard, so I spend a lot of time gardening and just doing the kind of work that living things outside require.
Working remotely allows me to tend to my garden. I just started gardening this year. I can play with my cat and go on walks.
I have a very active husky, so I have to run him out all the time.
I definitely spend a lot of time playing music. My favorite thing to do is just get together in a group of people and pick and trade tunes and have drinks and sit around in the sunshine.
When I'm not working, I'm mainly riding my bike. I race mountain bikes and race cyclocross bikes. So we spend a lot of time in the mountains riding our bikes and taking our kids out on bike rides and hikes and things.
Working from home, even if it's just a few times a week, allows me to spend more time with my family, so I love that. It's great.
I'm really lucky. My niece and nephew are 4 and 2, so I get to spend a lot of extra time with them. Being an auntie is also a hobby to me. I'm pretty good at it.
I'm trying to write 1,000 words every day. I'm trying to draw at least one picture every day, make bow ties, making marshmallows, Celtic knot making, wood carving, play the guitar some.
I want to spread the message that remote work is absolutely a viable path for a lot of companies, for a lot of people, and could do them a lot of good in terms of productivity, in terms of lifestyle, in terms of access to talent.
I think if you have the right tools and the right trust and the right team, you can work wherever you want. It doesn't really matter.